Hello, this is Itsu again. A lot of questions and a lot of things to check and new ideas. Thank you for the comments on the last video. What did I do? I have here my two batteries, 12 volts, and I have some decoupling caps across them. Last time these little brown ceramic caps, they normally I had one 0.1 microfarad capacitor across the plus and the minus, but they sometimes they go up in flames. So I have doubled now the amount of capacitors, or made 4 of it, 2 parallel and 2 in series. Hopefully they have a little bit better voltage ratings now. But I was wondering what kind of signal voltage spikes are across them. So I have hooked up my red probe, and I have put it on the catcher. I will now power on the catcher. You can see this kind of voltage is on this both terminals. You can see we have a peak to peak of 6 volts, so that's not that dramatic. I'm not sure why this will blow my cap sometimes, so I'm not sure. It's not that big. I'm in AC coupling at the moment. I can put it in DC, and I have to lower the. So you can see that I have something about what is it, 28 volts. Including the peak, and the peak is 7 volts. So yeah, this should not be dramatically cause this ceramic cap to go up in flames. So I'm not sure why. So that was one of the things I wanted to investigate, and I have no explanation up till now. The second thing I tried is I have put in my cacher. Not only, normally I had only the copper pipe with a slit. It's about something like this length, 12 centimeters or something, with a slit. And I also put now in a copper pipe, which I had created for the bigger cacher. And I have now put in both, so I have the copper pipe in the middle, which goes down and out to the back, providing me a high voltage, high frequency source. And I am pulsing that inner cap with the small wire coming out of the top of the cacher. And let me try to power it on, see what's happening. So you can see it is arcing to the outside aluminium pipe, 12 centimeters long, and then it's kind of inductively coupled to the copper pipe and then out to the coil, which I have wound around the resistor, and I'm back to but it does not create any better results than I had yesterday with only the copper pipe. I also tried one of my variable capacitors to hook up and to see if I can tune somehow that frequency, but not really. Nothing is happening. Even now, when I put in the ferrite bar, nothing is happening. So this construction with this aluminium is not that good. I can remove this arcing. It's now removed. And now you can see that with the ferrite bar I have again this bulb a little bit lit. When I remove the copper, the ferrite, sorry, and I tune with the variable capacitor, nothing is happening. So I'm not sure what the ferrite is doing. It's not changing any frequency, it's not tuning, but it definitely makes this bulb glow better, but I'm not sure what effect it is. Okay, that was one of my small items I tried today, but it's not very helpful for the moment. Okay, thank you all for your reactions. Okay, what else did I try? I tried to make a primary of 1 turn compared to the 2 turns I had, but when I use this 1 turn I barely can see any flames coming out of the cache streamers. So I must conclude that this one is not working better than the 2 turns primary I have at the moment. So I return to the 2 turns primary. Okay, I got my 250 volts AC discharge lightning arresters today. 250 volts AC, 360 DC it says on the little thing. I put one on my microwave oven cap instead of the 600 volts, and I have a 25 watt bulb in series, and I again have my fluke hooked up. And when I fire up the cache, you can see it quickly loads up till what is it, 250 volts, something like that. It peaks a little bit, but the bulb is not lighting at all. So the discharge is not making any wattage into the bulb. I will change now to my motor run cap with this 250 volt spark gap and see what's going to happen. Okay, here we are. I have my 40 microfarad run or start motor capacitor. I have 25-30 turns. I have one side to the high voltage end, which still has the double pickup, aluminium and copper, and the copper pipe is going back. The other end is open, not attached. I have my AV plug to ground, and I have my fluke meter hooked up. In series, if the 4 of this lighting arrestor, I have this 25 watt bulb, 220 volts. I will fire up the catcher, and you will see that it will takes a much longer time to load this 40 microfarad cap up till about 400 volts, and then it will discharge. I will now put on the cache. You can see it's loading 300-400 volts, and then it discharges. It goes up to 500 volts already, almost 400 volts, and then it will discharge with a nice blow into the lamp. But it takes what is it, 6-7 seconds for it to reach. But it's much more powerful than the microwave oven, because that was only 1.2 microfarad. Okay, so I will now try to find a solution to get it loaded faster, perhaps by attaching a ground or directly to to the output.